Okay, so Nokko is really silly. I feel like there's two ways to go around playing him, really, but they all kind of lead to the same, uh, like playstyle, I guess. The two, like the choice that I would suggest making is like you either take the more consistent route, which I think would be subsuming over the 1 and using the invulnerability of the 3 to survive, and then just using the 4 in combination with the 2 for killing, and just basically you just stay invulnerable the entire match. You only really cast 4 whenever you like either need to keep your meter down or have frags to kill, or the route that I took is you subsume over the 3 and then use either Shade or preferably Hurass Kubro for invisibility whilst you're playing Nokko. Since you're surviving and killing all of your abilities, your Shade and your Hurass will be doing all the surviving for you, because obviously they'll keep you invisible because you're not shooting. And you just subsume either the 1 or the 3 for raw, and basically nothing really changes. But yeah, I believe the running it with the 3 is slightly more consistent, I think, because throughout the run I was sometimes having inconsistencies with like sometimes when you're rotating between rooms, it's really easy to get the timer of Ghost to run out, and it's really awkward because I haven't. I guess like I feel like it's a bit of a waste, but I haven't invested into like Kata Shields or Rolling Guard. I did have a spare slot which I used for natural talent, so I could beef up a little bit of my other stats, and then I had toxin damage shards. I guess that slot could be flex if you don't mind running the slower casting speed. You can do like Rolling Guard or Catalyzing Shields just for even more consistency with Shade. But I chose to do natural talent, and I guess that would be your flex. But sometimes you'd run between rooms and like run out of your ghost timer, which is like, it's not terrible. You can just use the passive. It's really like, he just has so many fail safes, you know. You can use the passive. You can obviously just put an auger mod on your companion's weapon, like I did. I was using the burst laser rifle with Auger Seeker, and then obviously I have a way to shield gate, and since I have so much casting speed, I can just keep pressing 1 repeatedly to get shield back before I die if I really wanted to do that. It's just I don't mind placing down 1, using the passive to survive, and then just placing down another one and going to whatever I needed to do. But yeah, I kept the 1 because the viral priming is really nice. The sleep is really nice. There's no like, there's less of those spears that like force you into operator. There's less Eximus attacks. It's very nice, and obviously the viral priming helps with killing frags. But yeah, either route is fine, but you're going to be using Bright Bonnet. Bright Bonnet's really good. The damage buff, or not the damage buff, the strength buff that you get from it is absolutely ridiculous. And then obviously you get energy for jumping on it and having your 4 on it, so it's really useful. That's all of your energy sustain done, just flow and Bright Bonnet. Yeah, the 4 is really good. I think that the proper way to use the 4 would be placing around your 1s and 2s everywhere, and then just pressing 4 in like vague areas of interest. The only time I pressed 4 a lot is like either when an acolyte spawns, or I have a frax to kill quickly. But the way I was playing around it was like, initially I was killing acolytes on my weapon, but then obviously that created some inconsistencies with like again leaving invisibility. So I decided to just play around it with the abilities, and it really wasn't that bad. The thing that I would recommend is just placing down 1, 2 a couple of times around yourself, bullet jumping up and then just mashing 4, especially if it's like one of the more annoying violences, acolytes like violence and misery, but the one that spawns in a bunch of other acolytes. I think those two are the real threats that you want to be placing down for. Torment can be kind of annoying with the Tempest Barrage that he places down, but it's not too bad. But yeah, apart from that, I place down 1s and 2s around Fraxes that were capturing Exos just to get rid of them quickly. You press 4 3 times and they are very quick to die. The scaling is insane. The amount of times they get hit is very quick. Viral priming obviously beefs up the damage, and then with Raw you get even more damage. But yeah, the main thing you just need to know is keep up your shade, spam 4 on VIPs like Fraxes and Acolytes, and just be careful of your ghost timer. You have a lot of fail safes anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem ever, because 1, you're never running out of energy, and 2, you're never like you're never like gonna fully die. You have your passive to just spam around, so even if your companion dies, you can just spam your bright bonnets to keep your energy up, and then just press 1 and 4 to get a few kills. With area bond, it's a lot nicer because you can stay in the air and like get kills with your abilities, and the timer goes down super quickly. But yeah, Nokko is really easy. I think, like, unironically, I think now with the current state of what are the 63 unique warframes, I think Nokko is quite definitely the easiest one to solo cap with. I just think he's the very much the easiest. He's pretty low investment in terms of modding and shards. All you need is, like, realistically you could get away with 1, but I was using 2, 1 or 2 green shards. You don't need this high strength as I was running. It just makes it easier to stack up your 4, but you really don't need it because obviously longer duration means they will bounce more times and it will scale more. But yeah, Nokko is really easy. I think he is. I don't think he's necessarily the strongest, but definitely the easiest solo cap in the game right now. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Nokko, I don't think he's too in depth. There's not much tech to him. The only thing I can suggest is, like, if you have the time, as you're entering a exo bubble, just place down your 1 and your 2 immediately, or maybe place down 1, clear the exo and place down your 2, and then just press 4. It just makes it easier, but make sure to do your 1 first so you get the priming immediately. But the viral priming on the 1 is insanely huge. The sleep is nice, but obviously it doesn't affect Fraxes, I don't believe, until you break their overguard. But, you know, they're gonna die pretty quickly anyway. The 4 is really quite good. Yeah. I've got, I want to say, Protea coming next. Oh yeah, something I should mention is that he's going to be significantly stronger versus Corvus. First of all, the viral priming is nice, but there's no armor strip, which is like the main beefiness of Grineer. So, although he does have viral priming, the Grineer makes it a little bit harder for trash killing just because they have armor. Versus Corpus, they, 1, don't have armor, 2, are also susceptible to viral priming just like Corpus, Grineer are, and 3, they're very vulnerable to toxin because obviously it goes through their shields. So the combination of all that just makes Corpus insanely easy. Like, I think it really doesn't make a difference, but Corpus is just that much easier on Nokko. And yeah, that's definitely all I had to say. Yeah, really good, really easy. Easy barrier for entry warframe for cascading. Like, I think if I have to make a future recommendation for someone to do a solo cap, I'd definitely say Nokko. yeah, I've got Protea next. Thank you for watching. Hope you like the builds, and I'll see you later.